heaven.
And they served him only milk.
Milk?
When you're used to only schnapps, my friend, a glass of milk's nix gut.
Nix gut.
Schnapps, that was his final word. The angels came and took him away. Schnapps, that was his final word. The angels came and took him away.
Here today in Canton, Ohio at Rolando's, and I'm a big fan. I came across his album Polkas and Beer, which I think is one of the greatest album covers ever, and I'm here with the legend. How have you been, Hank?
Very good, very good. Keep them playing all the time.
I see your schedule. You're all over the country. You're national or international, actually.
Yeah, sort of.
Right. And now, can I ask how old you are?
Well, probably a lot younger than you are. I'm 77.
77.
Yeah.
And I hear that you've been gigging since you were 16 years old.
Well, I started with my uncle's band from Yugoslavia back in '52. But I had a little dinky band before that.
Okay.
We played for food, things like that, you know.
Right, really.
So,
yeah.
but then I started with his band. We got pretty busy.
Okay. And how many shows do you, if you could estimate, that you've
Well,
played?
we used to do way over 100, but now it's getting down to about 65, 75.
Per year.
Yeah, we take off 3 months in the winter time.
Right.
But the clubs are slowly closing down.
Wow. Right. Yeah.
And that's no matter what nationality. It's the same thing with the Germans, the Polish, the Slovenians, whatever it is.
Right.
Just slowing down.
Right. Right. I think that's true in all genres of music. But,
Sure.
it's interesting that. Well, part of my purpose for this is to preserve these stories, and I'm hoping to collect quite a few from Northeast Ohio musicians.
Well, they'll take about 2-3 hours if I.
Right. Well, I would love to do more in-depth things with.
We did some horrendous things when we were young.
Right. Well, hasn't everybody? Yeah. Well, great. Would you have any inspirational thoughts or words for musicians that are playing today, or
that want to get into this business?
That want to get into the entertainment business like you've done for the last 60 years?
Well, I will say the only way to do it now is to latch on to a musician that's been playing a long time and that can recommend them to various clubs. And I've been doing this with a few fellas.
Okay.
And that way they get a break to go in. If they do it on their own, it's no chance of doing it.
Right.
They need a recommendation.
Sure.
Just like when I was younger, we got very good friends with Frank Yankovic, and he recommended me for a few. And once you have your foot in the door, it's a little bit easier.
Right. Excellent.
So everybody has to have someone to respect in the polka business or any kind of music.
Right, sure.
So in those days, in the early 50s, there were no German bands to speak of in the United States. They were umpapa.
Right.
So I sort of took over and did little parts in German and did a Yankovic breakup.
Okay.
Or Rebajili, who was my favorite Polish band.
Okay. Wow.
So that's how it started, and then we developed it from there.
That's great. Do you have any specific memories of this particular album, Polkas and Beer?
Yeah, it was a silly album we put out. This one, the one you have here is stereo. We put a mono out. We put one without lyrics on it. And then we made a cassette. We made an 8-track. We made CDs. So it came over to 16,000 of sales.
Right. Wow.
Which nowadays is impossible to do.
Yeah, sure.
Because the market's just not there anymore.
Right. And do you still have the later ones from this picture?
Well, no, I got new ones.
There you go. Updated. Right. That's so great.
They don't see yours.
Yeah. All right. That's great because you're staying in shape.
You got to.
Yeah, that's excellent. I've been a professional musician for about 25 years.
What's your instrument?
Bass guitar predominantly, and I play with blues and jazz, and but I understand getting home at 4 a.m. and then getting on a plane to Vegas. I've done it too.
Well, my guys would love to play that kind of music, but it's hard to get gigs there too.
Oh, absolutely.
And, so you're sort of forced to be with a band that's made the contacts over the years.
Right.
I've done all nationalities.
Yeah.
I've got a Polish drummer. I got each guy is a different. Like the singer is Czech, and we have another drummer that's Croatian, and this goes It would be for the looking for German musicians would be very difficult because none of them want this music anymore.
Right.
So it wouldn't be for the Eastern Europeans. None of the bands would be working anymore.
Right. Right.
And so we depend upon Polish, Czech, Slovenian, Croatian.
Right.
That's the name of the game right now because they still have a heritage which is important to them because of their family ties. And
Sure.
now my parents came from Yugoslavia.
Wow.
But there was a community that was German that lived in Croatia and Serbia. My wife is at me.
Is that? And I was going to ask if that was your wife. She's in the band as well, right?
I don't let her sing anymore.
Oh no.
I don't pay her.
Did you fire me or did I quit?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
It's nice talking.
To the Heller Hollers. Box is free.